If you're wondering which Chromebooks are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Acer Chromebook Plus Spin 714. This absolute unit packs an Intel Core Ultra processor that makes other Chromebooks look like they are running on a potato. Plus, the 1440p webcam is so crisp it will show every single regret on your face during those 9 a.m. meetings. The aluminum chassis feels like it could survive a small explosion, though the speakers have as much bass as a tin can, and the touchpad occasionally acts like it is possessed by a lag demon. Would I buy it? Yes, because having that much power in a 2-in-1 frame is basically a cheat code for productivity. Asus Chromebook CM32. Detachable. This thing is essentially a 12-inch tablet wearing a tuxedo, boasting a 2.5K display that is brighter than my future at 600 nights, and a battery that refuses to die for 13 hours. It is perfect for lounging like a degenerate, but the MediaTek processor is so slow, you will have enough time to contemplate your life choices while waiting for a single tab to load. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I needed a secondary media machine for the couch, but definitely not for any actual work. Asus Chromebook Plus CX34. It is a sleek little traveler with a 120Hz display that makes scrolling feel smoother than butter. Yet the battery life is a total betrayal because it barely survives 7 hours of light use. While the 10-core Intel Core i5 processor tries its best to be a powerhouse, the screen is so dim you might need a flashlight just to find your cursor in a well-lit room. Would I buy it? No, because I am not interested in carrying a charger everywhere like it is an oxygen tank. Lenovo IdeaPad. Slim 3i Chromebook. This budget king is surprisingly sturdy and will easily last through a 12-hour movie marathon, which is great because the tiny, mushy touchpad will make you want to give up on clicking things anyway. It stays as quiet as a grave since it does not have a fan, but do not expect to multitask because the processor will start gasping for air the moment you open more than 3 tabs. Would I buy it? Yes, it is the ultimate I am broke but need to pass this class laptop that actually gets the job done. Asus Chromebook Flip CX5. This 15.6-inch monster is essentially a desktop masquerading as a laptop, featuring a full number pad for all your spreadsheet-induced nightmares and a build quality that feels like a tank. It is heavier than my emotional baggage at nearly 2 kilograms, and the screen brightness is so pathetic that using it outdoors is basically like staring into a mirror. Would I buy it? No, because it is too bulky to be portable and too dim to be a primary workstation. Lenovo Chromebook Plus 14. This absolute unit packs a gorgeous organic light-emitting diode screen that makes my eyes feel like they are being massaged by pixels, but that $649 price tag had me checking my bank account twice just to make sure I am not actually buying a MacBook. The MediaTek Companio Ultra 910 processor handles my 20 open tabs like a boss, though it apparently gets stage fright and freezes if I try to push 16,000 pixel video at 60 frames per second. Would I buy it? Yes, because that screen is basically visual crack for anyone tired of staring at washed-out gray plastic panels. Lenovo Flex 5e Chromebook Plus. I flipped this 2-in-1 more times than a cheap pancake and the hinge did not explode, which is honestly a miracle given how chunky and heavy this thing feels in my backpack. It beats the Acer Vero by a mile in benchmarks, but the battery life is so average that I am basically tethered to a wall outlet like a modern-day digital prisoner. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you really need a tablet mode for drawing and do not mind developing some serious biceps from carrying it around. Acer Chromebook Plus Spin 514. This thing is the overachiever of the group with an Intel Core i5 that actually lets me pretend I am a professional gamer, though the price is steep enough to make me question if I should just buy a real laptop. It outscored the Flex 5i in the benchmarks by a respectable margin, but honestly, it is basically a fancy metal rectangle that costs way too much for something running a browser. Would I buy it? No, because if I am spending this much money, I want an operating system that lets me run something other than Google Docs. Asus Chromebook CM14. This laptop is cheaper than my weekly grocery bill, and it shows because trying to open more than 3 tabs makes the 4 gigabytes of random access memory scream for mercy and eventually just crash. It is thin and light enough to use as a literal frisbee, but with a screen so dim I need a flashlight just to see my own cursor. It is basically a glorified paperweight. Would I buy it? No, because life is too short to wait 10 seconds for a single web page to load while the processor has a midlife crisis. Framework. Chromebook Edition. I literally took this thing apart and put it back together just because I could, which is great because for $999, I expect to be able to fix every single mistake I make. It is a modular beast that flies through video edits, but it lacks a fingerprint scanner and a touchscreen, making it feel like a high-tech dinosaur that forgot some basic evolution. Would I buy it? Yes, but only because I love the idea of being able to swap ports whenever I am bored of looking at the same USB-C layout. Acer Chromebook Vero 514. This laptop is basically an eco-warrior's fever dream made of recycled plastic that feels like a rough canvas, but at least you can pretend you're saving the turtles while staring at a display so dim you will need a flashlight just to find your cursor. It handles Chrome OS like a champ with that Core i7, making it way faster than the Lenovo Duet. Though paying nearly $1,000 for a glorified web browser feels like buying a Ferrari to drive to the mailbox. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I find the cheaper Core i5 version on sale, because the premium price for recycled trash is a bit of a reach. Lenovo Chromebook Duet 11, Gen 9. I love that this thing is smaller than my lunchbox and has cameras that actually make me look human. But the floppy keyboard feels like typing on a wet lasagna noodle compared to the solid deck on the Acer Vero. It is perfect for binging Netflix under the covers, though if you try to open more than 3 tabs, the 4 GB of memory will start sweating harder than a sinner in church. Would I buy it? Yes. It is the ultimate secondary gadget for travel or bed rotting when you do not want to haul a real laptop around. HP Elite Dragonfly Chromebook. This is the literal Rolls-Royce of Chromebooks with a haptic trackpad that feels like magic and a screen that makes everything else look like a potato, but the price tag will leave your wallet screaming for mercy. It is built like a tank and screams, "I have a corporate credit card," yet it still suffers from that annoying screen bounce that makes it feel like it is nodding along to your Zoom calls. Would I buy it? No, because I am not a CEO and spending $1,500 on a Chromebook is a level of financial chaos I am not ready for. Samsung Galaxy Chromebook Plus. This thing is so incredibly thin and light that I almost lost it in my backpack, and that AMOLED screen is so vibrant it makes reality look dull and desaturated by comparison. Samsung somehow forgot to add a touchscreen and a fingerprint sensor in 2026, which is like buying a luxury car and finding out it has manual windows. Plus, the offset keyboard layout is a total mind game for your fingers. Would I buy it? Yes, because that display is pure eye candy and I can forgive the lack of touch for a laptop that weighs less than my morning coffee. Acer Chromebook Plus 560s GE. This is supposed to be a gaming laptop despite not having a real graphics card, but the 120Hz refresh rate makes scrolling through Reddit feel smoother than butter on a hot pancake. It is a massive 16-inch beast that makes the Lenovo Duet look like a toy, though the speakers have as much bass as a tin can and the keyboard feels a bit mushy when you are trying to sweat in a cloud gaming session. Would I buy it? Yes, it is a productivity powerhouse with a big screen that actually lasts 10 hours on a charge, which is a rare win for a gaming rig. Samsung Galaxy Chromebook 2360. This little tank has a 2560 by 1600 resolution screen that makes everything look sharper than my ex's insults. But with only 4 GB of random access memory and an Intel Celeron processor, it has the processing power of a literal toaster. It is built like a brick and weighs nearly 3 pounds despite being tiny. Yet the battery dies in just 6.5 hours, which is basically enough time to watch one movie and cry myself to sleep. Would I buy it? No, because I refuse to pay premium prices for a laptop that stutters if I open more than 3 tabs at once. HP Chromebook Plus X360 14. This beast actually has a 12th generation Intel Core i3 processor, so it does not feel like it is running on a hamster wheel, and that 16:10 aspect ratio screen gives you plenty of room for activities, even if the 250 nits of brightness is dimmer than my future. It is made of actual aluminum and feels like a real laptop compared to the Samsung, though the 3.34-pound weight means it is basically a gym workout if you carry it in your backpack all day. Would I buy it? Yes, it is a total steal when it is on sale because it actually handles multitasking without having a mental breakdown. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the Chromebooks for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.